Good afternoon, everybody. This is Christian, and this is my response to the HTP assessment. So, firstly, this was my first time actually hearing of and participating in an HTP assessment. I think that it is a interesting concept, and I think that even though I wasn't necessarily fully aware of what to do or what specific questions to ask, I think that some of the information that I did gauge from the assessment was very telling. So first, just a little bit of background information. The student that I used was a 9-year-old boy in the 4th grade. And I'm going to show you his picture as a refresher. So firstly, the student, he didn't ask any follow-up questions. It's the first thing that I noticed. I feel that that showed that he was confident in what he was doing. I don't think he felt as though it was hard or something that was intimidating. I think he felt confident in what the assignment was. I was trying to make him feel comfortable, but I think he was pretty comfortable. I tried to come up with questions and try to make it organic. I didn't want to come up with any specific questions, just in case, he felt like it was kind of rehearsed. So I tried to wanted to make it very fluid, very organic. I do think that some of the things that I did notice after the assessment was over about his drawing was that his house has no windows, so it's very bare and very basic. So this, to me, if I were thinking about what this may mean, it may mean that he's very closed off, very guarded to himself. He doesn't tend to let people in on his emotions, his feelings. So that's very telling to me. The person that he drew, he was very descriptive. He said he was a sad, bold man, age 27. So he didn't say it was him, but he did kind of say that he was sad and he was lonely. Maybe those are some inner feelings, some things that he may feel sometimes, especially because his house is closed off. It doesn't have really any windows, or he may not let people in as often, which I can gauge from him. So that may be the reason why his person is sad and feels lonely and by himself. And he also mentioned that this street is an isolated street. There's no houses near it. There are no neighbors. He said that they were kind of far away, so he kind of maybe feels separated at times. He didn't give me really much about the tree. It seems, sorry, the glare. It seems solid. There's no real color, no branches. Also going back to, feeling of the connected or rooted and grounded. I think that the use of this assessment is not one to necessarily diagnose anything or specifically say, this is what this is or he's feeling this. But I think it is a way to engage the student, get them to ask a couple questions, to open up. I think it's good in regards to finding out some things about their personality. Some of the things that they say when taking the assessment is very telling. Some of the things that they mention, how they set their house up, how much detail is involved, I think is telling of what they may be feeling or some things. And I think this assessment is a good start a conversation, getting to know the student, beginning stages that will allow the counselor to dig deeper and get to know more about the student and some of their needs. So overall, I was pretty satisfied with the assessment. I think that I did a decent job in getting the student to open up and to talk more. Yeah, so overall, I thought it was a good assessment, and I would use it as an opener, as a way to get to know our students.